Alrighty, let's see. Let's stop this music. Howdy guys, I'm FLO8, your favorite Wolf Hero enthusiast, and welcome to this Fire Emblem the Sacred Stones Ironman Plus. Let's see, is the game up on screen? Hopefully it'll get on screen real soon. It shouldn't take that long. Come on. Come on, you were just on screen. Come on. Okay, there we go. Game is going. Finally, there we go. Oh boy. Let me just remove this real fast. That'll make my life easier. How's it going, you guys? I'm really looking forward to today's stream. Can't wait for the first stupid death. Well, neither can I. How's it going, Blake, Blast, Heartless Caesar? Good to see you guys here. Oh gosh, so I've got some explaining to do for this run. This run is going to be something magnificent, I'll tell you that right now. As you may know from the title and the thumbnail, never played this game before. Is it fun? It is very fun. This is my favorite Fire Emblem, pretty hands down. But this run in particular will be something special, as like I was talking about in the thumbnail and in the various places where you can see. We have a lot going on this run. So first of all, obviously, enemy growths are increased by 20%. This game's known to be a little bit on the easy side, so we bumped that up a little bit. In addition to that, we have put 10% crit on every single weapon in the game. This means like 40% crit on killing edges. This means every single combat there is a chance that you die, especially in the early game. This also means that supports are very, very valuable. Some of the most valuable things in any game, any way that you can play this game. But perhaps the most interesting aspect, we'll just go ahead and let the intro sequence roll as I explain. Perhaps the most interesting thing is that I've changed hand axes and javelins to be devil weapons. I've made them so that you can destroy yourself with a good old hand axe or javelin. No more ending turn and throwing yourself into the middle of some enemies to, hopefully destroy them all, because you could get yourself destroyed. Did you replace every Orson mention in combos with Seth? I didn't do that. That's a pretty extensive thing I would have had to gone through, but I have done something, as you mentioned here. I have replaced Seth with Orson. Every single instance, well, every single thing about Orson is now Seth. Seth is gone. Seth is out of here. Seth's bases, his growths, and his portrait have been replaced by Orson. So we'll be running with him instead. This way, if you worry about something like Seth carrying the whole game or something like that, no need to worry. Now, given Orson's still pretty strong, he's still a good Jagan, but he's lacking some stats in some very distinct areas that would make Seth, far stronger. In addition to that, I also have one more little thing that I want to show you here. Let's skip through this really fast. Come on. Okay, perfect. I don't think a single frame of it got on. Okay, obviously, here's Orson. He's our Jagan. Essentially, like I said, basis growths, everything about him, down to his affinity, are now Seth. I didn't change the starting equipment. The only difference is that Orson comes with a silver sword, whereas Seth comes with silver lance, and then the other weapons are swapped from, whatever, steel. Oh snap, it's Seth Power Hour. Actually, it's not, because this is Seth. This is Orson. Also, he is level 3, because, that's how Orson starts off, so we get less levels with our Jagan, too. But the thing that I'm most excited to show you today is that before stream, I worked on something. I did a little something for you. So, the Seth Snoo the zombie. Yeah, wait a minute. Wait a minute, that's not Seth. So... I have something very special to show you here. For stream, I took some time to do a little splice using some existing portraits that are free to edit, by the way. Credit goes to Laura LaCroix for the portraits used in this splice, but here we have it. It's her. It's Monica. She's here to support Orson. You can't have Orson without Monica, so here we are. She effectively just replaces Erica. Isn't she beautiful? Yes, indeed. I'm very happy with this. Okay, so Orson and Monica are gonna start us off. So does Seth disappear on Chapter 8, or is it just cosmetic? This is just cosmetic. At a later point, I could swap over to make Seth be the imposter or whatever, but for now, let's hop right into it. Oh yeah, I gotta change my settings. Ordinary like animations on 2, change these to fast, auto cursor off, and I like the gray one for this game. So, let's hop right into it. I also changed her palette, so she's got a little bit of a different attacking animation. Well, she looks different, that is. Alright, but I forgot to, like, physically show you. Who is Monica? Monica is Orson's wife. I'll show you. I didn't change the convos. That would have taken way too long. Orson's wife, and a sword fighter of her name. She is elegant and kind. So here we are, Orson and Monica. Now, I did a poll before we started this series, and I let you guys vote as to whether or not you wanted to go Erica route or Ephraim route, and it was overwhelmingly Ephraim route. Now, I completely understand that Ephraim route's better. It's overwhelmingly Ephraim route, so we won't be seeing her for the entire game, but we'll be seeing her for the portion where she's active with us. And of course, Orson and his wife are gonna have a good old time in the early portion of the game. I do need to show you though, just to clarify, every weapon in the game does have 10% crit on it, as you saw right here. Obviously, we both got crits with both attacks. It was easy. But this also applies to the enemies. The enemies could very well destroy us all the same. I think Orson's gonna have no trouble. Oh, actually, he sets up kill for his wife. Very nice. If it drops to Orson or bust. Hey, maybe. Poor Orson must part from his wife for a long time due to his duty as fodder for Ephraim. Completely. That's, it's the saddest part, no doubt. But as you can see, Rapier ordinarily has 10% crit on it, now it's up to 20. Any basic weapon now has 10% crit on it, steel, silver. Anything that had crit on it ordinarily has just been boosted by 10, so like slim weapons now have 15, killing edges, killer lances, etc. have 40, and then stuff like the Shamshir has 45, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, everything in the game. Now, this won't come into play until the chapter following the next one, but as I was saying, hand axes and javelins are now devil weapons. You can no longer plop yourself down in the middle of some enemies with a hand axe equipped. My princess, are you injured? Of course she is not. She didn't take a single hit that round. I think? Maybe? I don't know. She shouldn't have. She should have been fine. Oh gosh, I'm so excited to get into this one. Now, this does mean that Garcia could just straight off himself in Chapter 2. Immediately, the first turn, he could just straight off himself. Because the combination of crit rates plus the devil effect means you can straight kill yourself in exactly one hit with a usage of a devil weapon. So let's get right down into it. Now, supports are going to be vital. I have a very strong plan for supports written out. Well, not written, like not physically written, but I have a very strong idea of what I want to do with my supports. And as such, you know, we are going to be doing some support abusing, no doubt about that. I am certainly going to be making use of it where it's relevant, but I've played this game so many times and I have such a strong understanding of the characters and what they're capable of that I know where I want to go with my supports. Here's Franz, same as usual. Good old classic Sans. Okay, Franz Undertale. And then here's Gilliam. Poor Gilliam. He's probably going to be the first one that tests out the new javelins for us, if I may say. Saw Orson, thought it was a randomizer Iron Man, now you're sad. It's all good. We'll do another, we'll do a randomizer Iron Man at some point for sure. This one's a lot more special. That said, we do have Orson here. Yeah, we do have Orson here, along with his wife, Monica. In case anybody happened to miss that at the beginning. We have a lot going on here, that's for sure. Every weapon in the game. You must now make friends, Sans. Maybe this entire LP is just Orson's fever dream. I would completely believe it. Okay, so I'm going to actually, instead of attacking from here, attack from here, just so that we don't, like, if we get crit, we don't lose Franz immediately. Franz is a very strong unit for obvious reasons, but, I'll say right now, he's not exactly a favorite of mine, so I don't know if we'll see him used. We will see very quickly whether or not he is, used. Let's see, so I think Erica, or Monica, rather, yeah, she gets comic friends. Heck yeah, dude. Comic friends in the flesh. Okay, Gilliam actually has a place here because, you know, if you get crit, it hurts a lot. But he's only taking 2 damage from this guy. A crit would not be the most devastating thing in the world. Okay, so let's see. I mean, obviously, like, if it's the early game, so if we get crit and die, then we get crit and die, and that's just how it is. Alright, good dodge. Very good dodge. Oh boy. Alright, let's see how this goes. We have, obviously, Orson here to do whatever job he is, given. We are going to try to give Orson the, S rank in swords, I believe, because that's what I usually give Seth. He usually gets the S rank, and... Oh, soldier crit. Yeah, see, enemies can crit you too. Very scary. If you had Iron Man, but all the weapons have a devil effect. Well, Not all of them in this run will have the devil effect. Most certainly, 2 of them will. The most important 2 in the entire game, arguably. The very obvious hand axe and javelin. Okay, so I'm gonna trade over the iron sword to her. I'm gonna run off with Franz, kill this guy with Orson. I think you're weakened enough that Erica can get this kill, so that works out. Well, Monica can get this kill. That is. There's no Erica here, only Monica. Alright, let's get in, Monica. You're gonna need some levels, that's for sure. We can't let our lord be walking around without any levels on her. Because obviously, if Monica dies, it's game over, because Orson just goes absolutely berserk and kills every single person in our army. That's how that works. That's canon, just so we're aware. Okay, yeah, so one major difference about Orson, in comparison to Seth, is that he has a lot less luck, he has a lot less res, and he has a little bit less speed in exchange for a small amount more of defense and power, or attack, that is. So as a result of this, he's going to be taking a little bit less damage, just a smidgen less damage than Seth from physical weapon users, but mages will hurt him very badly. And not to mention, the whole luck thing really has a role. Because obviously luck is what mitigates crit. Is Ephraim still going to refer to Monica as his sister? If that's the case, then Orson is related to Ephraim. Well, yeah, he actually will. I didn't go through and change all the dialogue. Monica dying shouldn't be a game over because Orson doesn't mind. That's not how that works. He does mind. He does mind very much. That said, Erica, or Monica rather, does have a good amount of ways to go when it comes to, you know, existing and not dying. Did you change the OG Orson with Seth? I haven't yet, but I will at a later point. I haven't for this stream. And if we get to Chapter 5X, which, you know, not impossible, then we will still have Orson. But at a later point, I will change it so that Orson is the one that interrogates Seth at the famous point at which that happens. This can't be. Yeah. Orson is here. I didn't need to use the Silver Lance there. I really didn't. I usually just use the Iron Lance there. But here we are. Ooh. Essentially a perfect level up, all but luck, really. Luck becomes, like I said, a very vital stat. We want as much luck as we can get. Every single point of luck helps us, whether it's mitigating hand axe and javelin backfiring on us with the devil effect, or more in the form of obviously the crit rate. If we have 10 luck, we can avoid crit rate from the weapons. Obviously, skill still has a factor. In other weapons, you just plainly won't be able to avoid the crit rate. Seth should go crazy over King Fado dying instead of Monica. Yeah, that'd be a pretty good plot twist, wouldn't it? That would work out pretty nicely, actually. Oh boy, off we go to, also I got a little bit of an apple ale, so, you know. Living the life of luxury at this point. Oh, Tana. Yeah, we're not going to read the story. Mostly just because I want to, you know, play the game, mostly. Yeah, as you can see, it still says Erica in the spots where Monica would be. You can't just change everything all at once. You'd have to go through and manually change each one, and that's just too much work for me for this simple little gameplay version, or gameplay patch. Now let's see. Usually how I like to do this is I like to give over the Iron Lance to Vanessa, take away Gilliam's, give it to Franz, because obviously Gilliam's not going to have much use. Let's see, I'll trade the Iron Sword over to Orson for now. Okay, and then everyone else should be good to go. Franz doesn't see much use in this next part, usually. I have a pretty strong strat in mind, hoping to get Garcia saved, because like I was saying, with the devil effect on hand axes, Garcia could literally off himself on the first turn, and he would just be dead, and that would be it. Obviously, we don't want to see this. Garcia's my second favorite character in the game. We don't want to see that happen. Not letting Gilliam fight SMH. Not for this chapter. There are too many brigands around. He would obviously get demolished pretty easily. Okay, so, yeah. Obviously, the first step is to rescue Ross. That's a no-brainer. You kind of just have to do that, or else you risk him dying. We'll just go ahead and grab the villages with Mulder and Erica, or Monica, respectively. Here we are. Sack Ross? Nah. Hey, if we sack Ross, then, in this chapter, then, Garcia just leaves. He doesn't come back. He's just gone, even if he doesn't die. Hey, isn't that the kid that appears in that weeb show, Darling in the France? Oh boy. I don't know about it. But usually the sequence that plays out here, this guy attacks Garcia, he hits with an iron axe, and then he hops onto this fort, and then throws a hand axe. Hand axe has a devil effect. Okay, but what if you use Ross? We are going to be using Ross. We're going to be making a very strong use of Ross. Okay, and we're going to, let's see, yeah, that's right, we'll do this. This is the usual strat I use for this map. Please don't off yourself, Garcia. Please don't. Actually, okay. I didn't turn off green unit animations just yet. Ooh, okay, good, he crits. I'm really happy that he crits. Because otherwise he would have thrown a hand axe. Water walking Ross, let's go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here's how I like to do this. I like to grab Ross over here, grab Garcia with Vanessa, take and drop, and then you'll just kind of hang out up here, grab Ross. Hey, listen, my village is being attacked by bandits. Yeah, we understand, Ross. Now, here's Ross. Oh yeah, since the program I use to, increase the, I use the Une randomizer to increase growth rates, because it just makes it easier that way. Trainee Seal has no purpose, we're going to throw it away. It's only there if you get a trainee unit who cannot promote by the regular means. Let's see, wait, does the hatchet still have the devil effect, or is that weapon still good? It does not have the devil effect. I'm going to let you guys decide, though. I'm going to keep the hatchet safe, but I'll let you guys decide whether or not the short spear, spear, and tomahawk also have the devil effect. If you want them to, let me know, and I will change that in the future. Obviously, you don't get any of those in the early game, at least not for now, so we don't have to worry about that for now. But I will let you guys decide if that's something that you want, because if you do, I'm fine with it. Totally understandable. I just figured that if you get to the short spear, the tomahawk, you have a few uses of something that's, you know, usable. That said, we are still going to make use of, like, hand axe and javelin and whatnot. We're going to have to weigh our odds very carefully. Okay, iron sword up top, rescue Monica. There we go. That's not cool. Limit it to jabs and hand axe. Yeah, that's what I thought too. That's why I did just that. It's currently just limited to those two and nothing else. No, every mechanic needs a backup, so it's not unfair. Exactly, that's what I thought too. I'm glad that we agree on this. I left those other ones completely alone. The hand axe, or the, like, obviously hand axe and javelin are the most readily available, and as such I figured it's probably fine for them to, you know, carry along as they would in any other game. Okay, so we can heal Garcia, that's for sure. Here's Mulder. Mulder's gonna be seeing some use, that's for sure. Being a healer in this game is gonna be kind of huge. There's gonna be damage to heal left and right. Okay, so, yeah, that'll do that. We can go... We have to be careful with Vanessa, because I do want to use Vanessa on the long term. She's a unit that I really like to use, and one that's obviously very strong for good reason. Okay, we're gonna buy an Iron Axe right here. We're going to trade that over to Ross. I just like to do that in the early portion. It doesn't matter when you do that, and you probably won't be making use of it. I'm also going to be throwing away the trainee seal. Actually, I'll hold on to it just in case he's unable to promote. Mulder do be the best healer in this game. Yeah, I agree. He has the most availability. He has pretty good bases for, you know, your early game healer. Natasha and, yeah, La Rochelle, they're not that good. We are going to be probably using La Rochelle because, you know, mounted healer and whatnot. Has its uses, no doubt. Okay, and I do want to pick up another iron sword as soon as possible so the friends can take care of those guys over to the side. Currently have Orson doing this just on the off chance he doesn't kill so that Ross can swoop down there and hit him with a hand axe and get the kill. Because next chapter is going to be a rough one when it comes to training Ross. When the enemies have increased growth, obviously they become harder to kill. Okay, he's not quite able to do the job. Every bit of experience we can get for him, though, gonna make use of it. Okay, so... Okay, we're already in it a little bit bad, I will say. We'll take... Okay, do you double Ross immediately? Okay, obviously these level 1 enemies are not going to be changed all that much, but even these level 3 ones have a pretty not insignificant boost, I would say. Okay, so I want to grab this with Vanessa. She's not going to be doing much in this map, frankly. It's really hard for a lance user to do anything in a map infested with axe users. I would just stand here with a hand axe equipped, but if I do that, there's a good chance Garcia dies. See, it immediately comes into effect. That said, we will attack with the regular Iron Axe in hopes of a hit. Because these guys can't reach us for one more turn, and I do want to hit this guy. That said, I mean, he's pretty free to attack Ross. If he does, then it's actually no big deal. But we'll see how this goes first, because if, well, let's see, if he hits Garcia, like, if Garcia misses, then he gets hit. That's within crit range for the archer. Obviously, we can't just use the hand axe, because if he gets hit by that, I mean, actually, it's the same amount, and then Molder can then heal him. Okay. First use of the hand axe, let's see it. Ooh, okay. Didn't get hit by it, luckily. That said, if he had crit with the hand axe, he would have just died there. I didn't even consider that. So that's, certainly no good. Ooh, it's scary. It's scary out here for sure. Especially with units like Garcia, who are going to be absolute crit machines with the builds that I intend to give to them. Supports in this game are a fantastic mechanic, and as such, okay, what I'm gonna do here is trade away the Iron Lance, because I want the, sword equipped as soon as possible, and I want to get him on that forest. Slim weapons are a little bit good. We might pick one up at a later point, but for now, good old iron. That's what we're going for. Okay, move Molder out of range, and then we're good to go for this turn. If Ross gets crit, he just dies. That's how that is. That's just how it's gonna be. If Ross gets crit, he dies. Okay, friends, let's see. Okay, you dodged. I would love a crit off of friends. It eases up my workload quite a bit in this portion. Okay, he doesn't get crit. Very good. Ooh, he actually gets a crit. Nice. We can move upwards with him now. Or move towards that guy and get the kill. Ooh, okay. Let's see. From here, Garcia could... He faces some danger. He faces very significant danger. I don't want to get back up here with Orson. Kill one of these guys, maybe. Let's see. There's no way Franz kills that guy. Let's see. Hand axe. I don't know, it's tempting, but I mean, it's risky the entire time through. Okay. Is there any way we can get out of that situation? This game would be nice if you could change your classes like in Shadow Dragon. That'd be kind of cool. I would certainly be down for that, but, that would take more know-how than I have when it comes to hacking and whatnot. Okay. Gonna take a risk with Gilliam immediately. Place him up here. Bop this guy in the face. If I do that, then that's... Let's see, would that be 5 damage? Yeah, we can do 5 damage, and then block off with Garcia, maybe? Armor Knight Molder, that'd be sweet. Oh, shoot, this is already difficult. We can't just use our hand axe freely. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to take Monica off of Orson and just kill the boss, because the boss is too threatening right now. Oh boy. Wait a minute, who are you? He doesn't know. Ah yes, good old Orson. Some very distinct benefits and drawbacks over Seth, or compared to Seth. That being the, you know, I've already explained the luck in exchange for a little bit more defense. Can you double Ross? 6, and then 3. So if we kill this guy, then Ross is fine, but if not, then we're probably gonna have to sack Franz. In which, you know, obviously I don't want to do that, but some things you just gotta do. Okay, we'll go for this. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Kill for Ross. Seth's still better SMH. Yeah, he is. He very much is so. He's a lot better. I very much consider having to use Orson here a nerf. That said, much as I love Orson, Orson being my 3rd favorite character in all of Fire Emblem, the help of Orson will be nice. He has the Dark Affinity, and that grants some crit avoids. Let's see. Is Gilliam just gonna immediately die? Okay, he doesn't get doubled. Well, he gets doubled by one of them. Well then, non-zero chance of Orson death of Gilliam death immediately. What we could do is bait out one of them with Vanessa, or we could attempt to kill by using the iron. But you know, Seth is the most unbalanced thing since. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, neither one can attack Molder if we just stay here. Non-zero chance of friends crits. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, shoot. Okay, but imagine if Orson didn't leave you in the base game. That'd be nuts. I have played this game under that condition. I have modded in Orson as though he didn't leave, and it's... Yeah, it's just as you'd expect. It's crazy. FE8 would literally just be Orson and Seth solo. Yep, it would be. Okay, so you take 15 damage. Or you do 15 damage, plus 1 from Weapon Triangle. So 6 times 2. You have to get crit once in order to die, but you're going to be attacked 3 times. That said, we can bait one of them around. We can bait one of them to attack Vanessa, but obviously if Vanessa dies, that's really, really bad. Vanessa's really good. She would get crits, or if she did get crit, then she would just die. 7% is non-insignificant. Okay, she can't attack, or he can't attack Monica. Am I gonna risk that? in order to save Gilliam of all people? No, not really. See, the game immediately gets very intense. We're just gonna hope Gilliam doesn't get crits. Okay, goes for Monica. I'm down with this. Gets a free kill. Okay. Gilliam doesn't die unless he gets crit. If he gets crit, he dies. That's just how that's gonna be. He'll take, actually no, he'll take 24 damage and survive exactly. Because he has 25 HP. Very nice, very nice. Let's go, Gilliam. Come on, okay, don't crit Ross, don't crit... Okay, Ross safe. Very good. There is no safety. One thing about Ross that's really good is he has a really, really high luck growth. So he could get some luck. I would love some speed. Yes, he gets speed. I would love speed on Ross. Speed is a very important stat in this run. Ooh, okay, he could die if he gets crit. Don't get crit. Come on. Don't hear the roar. Okay, I didn't want to hear the roar. Very good. He's safe. Gilliam, he's living. Okay, Gilliam, get out of there. You're not safe here. You're not welcome in these parts. That much is abundantly clear to us now. Okay, what we could do is we could kite this bandit around some. Let's see, with levels like that, Monica's going to become dead weight. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. But hopefully she'll be fine. Let's see, I mean, if we do this one, there's a chance she crits. But if we do this one, either way, it's a kill for Garcia, I believe. A crit would be magnificent, of course. Because then it would be a kill for Ross, and that would be appreciated just as much as any other. Okay, so we'll do... okay, we'll move Mulder down. We don't need to heal right now. I would love a crit here, Ross. Get you another kill. Okay, understandable. Am I the only one who prefers Warrior over Berserker in hacks with lowest strength? No, you are not, actually. In this game, obviously, I prefer Berserker. It's just the better class. Okay, let's go for it. Just don't die on me, Garcia. Okay, cool. Garcia has a very strong ability to become one of the best units in the game. I'm very eager to show that off, if at all possible. Okay, and then Orson kills this one. What I will do, actually, trade this over, and then rescue, and then that way I can set up the kill for somebody else, maybe give it to Ross. I'd be super down for that. Ross could then get the kill and level up, I think. Oh, yeah, never mind. This guy's already weakened. Okay. Understandable, Orson. There's no pity for the weak here. Critical build? Yes, critical build. Critical build, absolutely. Isn't this glorious? I'm screenshotting this, because this is a lovely scenario. You saved my son. I owe you my thanks. And it's Orson and Monica. Isn't it beautiful? I really love that. Oh boy, okay, on to the next chapter. Now, ordinarily at this point, this is where you would buy hand axes and javelins for everybody. This is where you would stock up, good and proper. But, that's risky. Is Berserker straight up better? No, actually. Berserker doesn't have access to bows. That said, in this particular hack, or in this particular patch, bows are very good. Because with bows, you don't risk getting retaliated upon, and they don't have the devil effects, so... You know, you don't just immediately die. That's kind of a nice thing. Nami is going to be one of our best units, without a doubt. Okay, you can give away your weapon. I'm gonna give Gilliam a javelin, because, like, lol. Might as well. I'm gonna put the training seal away. On the off chance that Ross ends up needing it. If we find out that he doesn't need it, I'm just gonna throw it away. It's worth a very big amount of gold, and I don't want that. I don't want any extra stuff in what I've added. Okay, so from here, well, what all do we want? We definitely want Iron Sword. Probably gonna pick up a Slim Sword, too, for the increased crit chance. On Fran's, I'm gonna grab a Javelin with him. It's an option, it certainly is, but we have to be wary. Okay. Let's see, Slim Lance, Javelin, I want an Iron Lance for Vanessa. Let's see, I do definitely want Steel Axes for both of these boys. Certainly Garcia. And I am still gonna pick up a Hand Axe on Mr. Ross here. On the very off chance that it's fine. Now, obviously, a Hand Axe crit will kill him. Will kill basically anybody. And that's one downfall of supports, without a doubt, because they're gonna give crit. And, Hand Axes and Javelins, obviously, if they crit you, you're going to die by your own might. So, it becomes sketchy very quickly. Just a very small change, but it impacts the game infinitely. Okay, Hand Axe. This is a chapter where I ordinarily just grind up Ross. That's not going to be the easiest thing in the world for sure, but I mean, we could get him to level 10 this chapter. It also gives us some time to grab some supports. In this scenario, Devil Hand Axes, Berserker may not be the better class. It may, actually, that's true. Because then we would have access to bows with Warrior. That's something to consider for sure. Because, Yeah, we would lose some speed as a result of not promoting in that direction, but even so, we would have the ability to use bows. Did you try patching Sacred War? Seems fun. I haven't tried it yet. So, like, the reason I haven't tried that one is because I hear it replaces Ross, and that just kind of makes me sad. I'm not super down with that. Ross is, like, a pretty big favorite of mine, because I, like, used him so much. Probably will turn off animations for this chapter, because a lot of this part is just going to be Ross flinging hatchets through walls. Certainly no hand axes. Dang, bad level up. I would love speed. This is always the most tricky part for me, and this one usually results in the most resets, because I like to give Ross, you know, I like to have him have a little bit of speed, but obviously I'm not going to be resetting, because it's an Iron Man. I'm earning the hatchet. It might be worth it. It really might be. Let's see. So we're going to stick it out here. What I ordinarily... Did I grab you a javelin? I forgot to. We'll trade you over Francis for now. We'll see if the javelin backfires on Gilliam right here. There's no crit against walls. Okay, that would have been pretty funny. It didn't. It didn't backfire on him. Okay, Iron Sword. Yeah, sure. Go for it, Monica. Okay, and we'll keep Mulder right around here. Now, it's gonna be tricky. I need to give Vanessa some level ups if I want to keep her around. Oof, ouch, that hurts. I need to give her some level ups if she's gonna stick around, because, it becomes very apparent very fast that Vanessa's not made to stick around if you're unwilling to give her more levels. Okay, we'll do this, run back, heal with Mulder. I'm gonna turn off animations, like I said, because it's gonna take a while, this part. This chapter is usually one of the ones that takes a greater amount of time, because it gives you a pretty free resource of experience for a lot of units. So if you game overs to run over, yep, just like the other runs. If I get a game over, then I will have to restart the entire run if I want to continue. It's risky to give Monica these early levels. Ouchie, that hurts. Don't do that again. But obviously, we want her to be good and ready for the mid-game / end-game. Use Mulder. Yeah, we will be, for sure. There's pretty much no universe where Mulder is useless. Dang, bad level ups. Can't work out, so trust Mulder? Yeah. Mulder's a good unit for sure. I am not opposed to using him in any fashion. Okay. Do Monica and Orson have a support? Indeed they do. They are treated as though they are Erica and Seth, so they do have a support. And I actually have a very nice little scene that I want to show you at later points. Okay, crit here from Naomi would be lovely. Ah, shoot, she even missed? Wow. Bad starts. But I could get a kill with Naomi there, and I would very much like that. Okay, good dodge. No crits, very good. I do want to give Naomi level ups. Naomi's going to be vital this run. Absolutely one of the best units, without a doubt in my mind. Okay, good crits, or good kill that is. Armor Knight Mulder, with lances and staves, that'd be amazing. Ross has really good luck and growth. Yeah, he does. So it'll never be 0% chance that he could get crit, because the formula for the Devil Axe is luck, or 31 minus luck, and the luck cap is 30. So there's always going to be a chance of getting hit by the Devil Axe, or the Devil Axe effect, that is, because, you know, hand axe and javelin. Always a chance to get hit by your own weapon. This particular thing is why I was so hesitant to do a full-on Devil Axe. Like every weapon has the Devil effect run, because I don't know if that's possible, really. It's not like an insignificant chance of dying just to your own hand axes in this game, so I can't imagine how it would be with every other, you know, weapon. And let's see, we'll try to give that kill to Monica as well. Let's see, we'll see if Gilliam can not kill himself. Okay, cool, he avoided it once more. I guess Gilliam's, no, he's just getting lucky. Mulder gang, hacking the Kamehameha animation on Mulder. You know what, if we promote him, I will, for sure. Actually, I don't know if that's readily available, but if it is, then I will. I'm gonna use the store key here. It may seem dumb, maybe like, well, why aren't you saving your door key? But, I've played this game enough to know that that doesn't even slightly matter, so, yeah. In fact, fun fact actually, we are going to be getting these chests, by the way. I know that a lot of people, for whatever reason, don't grab the chest because they're like, well, it's just a waste, you could just buy those weapons somewhere else. And, to those people, ooh, nice crits. To those people, I have to say, that the lockpick literally has exactly enough uses to last you. Even if you waste it on this door, these chests, it has exactly enough uses to last you until you get to Renak on both routes. So there's literally exactly no purpose in saving your lockpick whatsoever. You can literally waste it on every single door, every single chest, and you will still have enough to last you until Red Act. That the game is designed in this way. It does not matter. Ouch, stop getting hit. Oh, nice hit. Okay, maybe that's a kill for Naomi. Actually, she can't move that far, darn. Anyway, yeah, Ross could just get crit here and die, that's for sure. But we're gonna hope that he doesn't do anything of the sort. Can you model the Devil Axe backfire % through hacking? It would be really neat, a really neat weapon if you could make the Devil Axe 100% safe if you had a unit with high enough luck. I think it's possible to modify that. I haven't looked into it though. I would have to find out by, you know, messing with it a little bit more. Okay, cool. That is a kill for Erica. Or for Naomi, that is. Because I do want to give her kills where it's at all possible. Okay, can you support yet? Not yet, so we're gonna do that. I keep these two together so they can build supports. And now we're gonna proceed and get these with Colm. Colm is a very fun unit. If we want to get all of the treasure as a result of the enemies leveling up and having more growths, we're gonna have to give him some levels. Since we're going Ephraim route, I know in advance that I need to get him a few levels in order to guarantee that we get a speed wing at later points. And obviously that has its applications. Very, very strong stat booster, if not, like, the best one. Yeah, in this run I would argue that it's the best one, because enemies are gonna have more speed in general. It's more valuable to be able to outspeed. Okay, there's actually a chance that this guy backfires on himself, and if he does that, then Ross is actually in a little bit of danger. As such, I'm going to do this on player phase. Because if that guy offed himself, yeah, if that guy offed himself on enemy phase, that would open up another enemy to attack Ross, and we don't really want that. He could then die as a result. Okay. Grind training is off the stream. Maybe. If that's something you guys want, I'm down with it, that's for sure. Yeah, I would be down with that if that's something you guys want to see. If not, though, well, I mean, Ross is gonna be grinded up here either way. But if you want to see Amelia and Ewan grinded up, I'll put up a straw poll at the end of the stream, and I'll let you guys decide that. Ooh, okay. What are we gonna get? Nice, good. We need like 7 speed. That's the benchmark I usually go for. One thing we could do actually is just, okay, I don't remember which one's going to attack Ross right away. Nah, heck trainees, and then yeah, that'd be swell. That'd be swell. That way you could progress the story. I'm not gonna grind the trainees. Like I'm not gonna grind at all. Actually, the only portion, or the only point of the game in which I grind is this particular point, because I like to get Ross up to Pirate by the next chapter. Okay, Ross has a 5% chance of death here. Obviously scary. Maybe he can get the support with Garcia soon. But yeah, this is the only point in the game in which I ever grind a unit. Ooh, yeah, Ross could now crit himself to death. Need to keep that in mind. More speed, please. Yes, he gets speed again. He's so good. Finally, a good Ross. You ordinarily don't get those whenever the cameras are on. At least that's how it feels to me. Okay, let's see if he crits. Because obviously we don't want him to crit and then die. On enemy phase, that is. Okay, ooh, okay, so he does get the crit. If he hadn't, that would have been a kill for Naomi. Okay, so he'll kill this one, presumably. He'll kill this one, presumably. And then we'll have to throw some hatchets against Bospa here, who is, you know, buffed. Speed, Ross. Heck yeah. Love me some speed on Ross. Alrighty. We'll send those away for now. Hopefully you guys can get your support up. Yeah. Well, it's gonna say Seth. What brings you, princess? It's gonna say Seth a bunch. I don't wanna... I don't want that. If I had the patience, you'd make a hack with 100 playable units, and they're all generics, so you have to train them. That'd be pretty funny. Okay, so at this point, we just continue waiting here with Ross. Hopefully not getting crits. If we get crit, then... Ooh, okay. Yeah, obviously the Brigand could just off himself with a hand axe. Enemies have 0 luck, so they're, well, very low luck, so they have a very high chance of just dying. Alright, so now we begin the crit build. The crit build commences, and now Ross has significant amount more of crits. Okay, we're gonna go for this. Okay, cool. No hits, so I don't have to heal with Molder right now. Aw, man, I was hoping for more speed. Oh well, that's fine. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what he gets. What, Seth? Oh, he killed himself. Yeah, there it was. That was the Devil Axe effect that we've finally seen it in action. Okay, it is possible. It is now well known that it's possible. Let's see, Ross doesn't die to this. Oh, see? There it is again. There it is again. The hand axe does indeed have the backfire rate. Hand axe good. I don't know about it. I don't know about it. I mean, at this point, like, it's safe to break down the wall, because the walls, they guarantee 0% crit rate against your units. So you don't have to worry that much. We'll bring along Vanessa. We'll also bring along Franz. We'll give him the Javelin just in case something happens. Franz is not a unit that I'm afraid to sort of bop. We'll drop off the rest of his stuff apart from the Javelin. Backfire in a wall, yeah. It'll happen. Only flaw is gameplay after trying boat map is pretty easy. I don't know about it, actually. I don't think that's entirely true at all. Since this is a 20% increased enemy growth run, we have stuff like, well, literally every chapter following the boat map that's going to be very difficult. Every promoted enemy is going to be significantly buffed, taking into consideration that they have the entire, you know, promotedness about them. They're promoted, and as such, they get more growths, so they're going to be scary the entire way through. I take Rouston into consideration whenever I say this. Normal FE8, not this game. Oh yeah, true enough. I think that the difficulty of FE8 is a little bit undersold at times, but I understand that people don't exactly find it the most difficult. I mean, to be fair, neither do I. I've played so much Fire Emblem that at this point, you know, I feel like, you know, FE6 hard mode isn't as hard as people say. But, you know, oh yeah, I didn't actually mean to do that. I was gonna not kill him. That was a thing that I didn't want to do. If fellow would be like, well, actually, I do be like, well, actually. I feel like FE8 I feel like people just say, lol, FE8 easy, and then that's the entire argument, and it's like, okay. So? Well, there's the same one unit who always, there's always one unit who can carry, same with FE9. I think it's easy to say. It's easy to say, that's for sure. I mean, try soloing this game with Seth. I welcome you to do so. I do, I honestly do. If you can do it, if you can just straight solo this game with Seth, all the power to you. I did do an Ironman on normal and FE8 on normal and managed to get Seth killed. Yeah, it's not impossible. Every Fire Emblem has one giant problem. Understandable, I guess. Okay, let's we're gonna use this guy to grind a little bit. Not quite grind exactly, but you know, do the thing wherein the thing is done. I ordinarily try to steal that pure water from that brigand and then grab the antitoxin here, but I have done no such thing. Well, never get a perfect game. We'll never get a perfect game because Fire Emblem has too many variables. I mean, you never know. Anything could happen. Fire Emblem has done well in the past, it continues to do well in the present day. Anything's possible, I really do think that. We could end up with the game to end all games, and then get another one after that, the ruins that you really never know with this series. That's one of the things I love about it. Alright, well, this game is fine, it just needs better maps, better units, more difficulty, more classes, more weapons, improved character development, and a better story. I don't think RD has any glaring flaws. Let's see, so when it comes to Sacred Stones, I think you are flatly incorrect to say that this game doesn't have a very good story. I feel like this one has the best story, in my humble opinion. Let's see, Ross dies here, so I'm not going to risk anything, just gonna give the kill to Monica. We'll put Orson here so that she has the hit rates to guarantee the kill. Nice. Perfect game is FE9. Characters, Riders, Conquest, characters, wait, I can't understand. But no, I don't think that FE9 is the perfect game in any fashion whatsoever. I would hesitate to say Sacred Stones is the best game, even though it's my favorite. It definitely has its flaws, and I am more than willing to acknowledge them. Just a matter of preference, I suppose. But no, I don't think FE9 is the best game in any capacity. I think FE9's problems are so glaring that it makes it unplayable at times. Yeah, I agree that this game has the best supports. The characters are so in-depth that it's almost unreal at times. It really astonishes me. Alright, please get a hit. Yeah, there we go. We just need, what is, like, one more level, and as such, just a couple more hits, and then he'll be level 9. Okay, so we've got a ways to go, actually. I very much do want to get him to level 10. Before we start the next chapter, because, you know, Ross as a pirate, gonna be pretty big. FE8 story is pretty solid/good, like it. Lion is cool, wouldn't say the best. That's understandable. I do believe it's a matter of preference at the end of the day. But personally, I don't really find there to be any glaring flaws with the story of FE8. There's, like, exactly one point in the story at which I would say perhaps they could have written it differently and it would have been better. Well, no, there are two. There are two for sure. But I mean, those are not major, like, turning points, I feel like. Generally feel like this game's story is pretty solid. You can do it. Yeah, I can do it. I'll get Ross. I'll get Ross right up to, the proper level. Just takes a little bit. I'm actually going to do it like, let's see. How am I going to do this? I want to keep these guys supporting up. So I'll come up with a different solution when it comes to this part. Alrighty. One more level to go. Yeah, he gets more speed and luck. That's good. Boss abusing. Tainted Run. I mean, sure. I don't ordinarily boss abuse, but yes, it is a tactic that I'm 100% doing in this particular run. It's only going to be done with Ross, though. True. Hey, you better call Chillstone in here. He's gonna love this run. He'll back me up. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Except not really. I mean, it is. It's boss abusing at the end of the day. I'm just gonna get Ross level 10, and then after that we'll be good to go. Take the drop. Bop. Boss abuse. Hey, hey, hey. See, there's Blake. He enjoys it. He'll back me up on this. Perfect. Ooh, a crit would have been kind of funny there. A fellow is God in this channel, watch your tongue. Ah, it's fine. It's not like I'm gonna ban you or anything. I've never been that type, I feel like. It's all good as long as we're having fun here. I'm always down for some Fire Emblem talks and some Fire Emblem gameplay. Always fun. Alrighty, let's see. I think he'll just need like 3 more hits, and then he'll be level 10, and then we can get on out of here. Doop doop. Are these guys ready to support yet? We are going to grind support some too, that's for sure. The supports in this game, the support pentagon that I have in mind is going to be magnificent for sure. Alright, come on. We just need a couple more hits, Ross, then we're good to go. We'll do it like this. Take drop. Keep the supports going. Who's the 6 people in here watching that haven't hit the like button? I don't know. Who are they? They better single themselves out and do it. You better hit that like button if you're enjoying this current disaster boss abuse. I promise it gets better. I really do. It'll get better for sure. Yeah, Heartless Caesar, like, see, he's a real hero. One of my loyal crew here at the Krusty Krab, home of the Krabby Patty. Oh boy. Okay, we're almost through it. Ross, you need to hit some more though. That's for sure. Your hit rate is not exactly not good. Ha, definitely not Seth. Yeah, Seth is here. Unfortunately, we don't have Seth as part of our roster, but I mean, he can still hit the like button. Okay, we're almost through. If Ross will just hit, he's really giving us a hard time here. We're also mowing through very valuable uses of the hand axe, or the hatchet, our only 1-2 range option that isn't super toxic to our general survivability. So I'm being punished very actively for doing this. Krusty Krab is unfair, Mr. Krabs is in there. Yeah, standing is a concession. We're almost through. Come on, Ross. Oh man, how are you missing so many of these? I don't understand. I would just throw a hand axe, but you know, if I threw a hand axe, then I would be in a slight bit of danger, I guess I would say. We can see if Bosba damages himself with his hand axe. We can set up Orson or something. We'll see how that goes. Just 1 more hit, that's all we need. Either that or like 6 more misses, and then he's level 10 and good to go for the next chapter. The water walking as a pirate and the general stat boost as the pirate gives, gonna be very nice to have, no doubt about it. Can you guys support yet? Not yet. The throne be like, yeah, you do. Oh, come on. Well, 5 more turns to go then, apparently. Alright, let's see. We're almost through. I promise we're almost through. We'll be there in no time. We'll probably give the boss kill to Orson, though. I feel like he makes good use of the... Why do you keep missing? How do you keep missing? What is your hit rate, even? 104. Okay, understandable, I guess. Except not, because you're taking so much time. You're embarrassing me on my own stream, Ross. You can't be doing this. You can't be doing this, buddy. Much as I like you. Alright. Come on. Okay. Understandable, Ross. Understandable. You're gonna make it difficult for us, huh? Okay, did we get this chest? Yeah, we did. It's just a javelin, though, because, well, I mean, it's just a javelin. It's not as though we need it. We want it, that's for sure. But it's not as though we need it. Finally, he hits. Oh my gosh, that took so long. Alright, what are we getting for that? Alright, worthwhile level up for sure. We'll rescue back with Vanessa. Drop with Orson. probably do one of these and stand in front of him. Turn animations back on, finally. Devil Axe kills are only worth 1 XP. You're playing yourself with this run. Yeah. I am playing myself. We just want to see it happen, though. He would have to crit, and he would have to crit himself in order to die. Actually, he wouldn't, because you deal damage equal to what you would deal. It's different in FE6, that's for sure. But this game... Okay, so we can actually perhaps set up the kill. I was gonna say with the hand axe, but I mean, obviously, that's not exactly the most robust plan. Okay, so if he weighs himself down with the steel axe, then Orson can double him. But if we do it like this... Okay. He'll heal himself up enough that I think Nami can get the kill, actually. Yeah, he will exactly put himself in a Nami kill range. So Nami gets the kill. That's very nice. Just dropping in for a bit... Oh, never mind. Orson gets the kill. Just dropping in for a bit to say hi. I haven't played FE8 yet, so don't want to get spoiled. That's totally understandable. I thank you for being here. Make sure to drop a like while you're here. But yeah, thank you for being here. It really does mean a lot. Well, Orson just ate Nami's experience, so I guess that's how that goes. Very killer level up. Orson's speed growth is not as good as Seth's, so that's a very nice one. I also want to grab this support. Sir? Yeah, I'm super glad I got that one in time. It's one of the best supports that I could ask for. Alright, and then this next chapter, this is the one. This is the one that excites me the most. Orson! Yes, Orson indeed. This next chapter excites me. This is one of my favorite ones, because we get 2 units who are super vital to the support Pentagon that I love to use so much. Garcia, you dirty dog. It's fine. Garcia's a good man. He wouldn't do anything weird. Let's see. So yeah, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. It's fine. Our son. Yeah. Okay, so we can just throw away that training seal from before. Understandable, Ross. We're gonna go pirate. Can't convince me in the opposite direction. As much as I like hero and as much as I like the sound of warrior, the 1 speed that we get from going pirate is too good to pass up for now. Ah yes, we get the speed. He's very good. Support Pentagon. I'm the father if follows the mother. Adopted, of course. I don't know about that one. Okay, so I'm gonna drop Gilliam, bring along Nami. So usually in this chapter I drop Franz and bring along Colm because there's a shoot, what's it called? A vulnerary to steal. And I still might do that. I still very well might, because Franz is not a unit that I particularly enjoy in any way. I know he's really good, just don't really enjoy him that much. Hey, good to see you, Vorty. Hopefully you stick around and have some fun. Ross zooming, he is. He's really fast right now. I'm pretty sure he's a blessed boy. Why does Dislike Man dislike my videos and streams, yet they haven't come out? I don't know. Maybe they're just unwilling to dislike such a magnificent stream. How many people like the stream? I don't know. How many have liked the stream? Make sure you do so if you're having a good time. Surely you are. I'm having a good time, that's for sure. Love this game to death, and I get to have Monica and Orson as my, yeah, top units. You like the stream. Perfect. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so, let's see. Oh, we actually have 1 more space. I forgot to deploy Colm. I also need, like I was talking about, I do need to give Colm some level ups, because there's a speed wing at a later point that we want to, get. So Monica's better Erica. Thonk? No, she's literally just Erica. She has her exact basis and growths. I just changed her portrait. But yeah, she's cool. She's this man's wife, so there we go. That's all that we need. Okay, so the monsters also have 10% crit on their claws and whatnots, though you can't see it, but you can see it down here. They have 10% on their claws. These guys become really scary, the ones with the fetid claws. It's fine. Erica's replaced by Monica, and Monica's better just by default. Okay, so, yeah, here's how I like to start this chapter off. I like to see if Nami can get this kill with a crit. Usually she doesn't, but now we have more crits, so maybe. And we will save. I might throw the C support from Colm onto Nami, but we'll see how that goes. Let's see, like it, or else Orson is going to come searching for Monica in your house. Should have boosted her strength growth. I mean, I guess I could have, but I mean, I'm fine with this. She's not getting good level ups, or she hasn't gotten a good level up the one time that she had the chance, but yeah, you never know. Hey, come on, Nami. Yeah, there we go. Crit for Nami. The crit build for Nami and for Garcia. Now, ordinarily, ooh my gosh, that's a good level up. That is a really good level up for Nami. Anything that gives strength, I'm happy with. Okay. I meant to put Orson here, I do believe, so that I could kill this guy immediately. Let's see. Garcia will take 12, so 13. He won't die to a crit, but he will die to a hand axe destroying him. So we'll just do one of these, I believe. Equip this. We gotta be careful because just carrying around the hand axe is a little bit of a scary thing. Take and drop. Ross will die, actually. Let's see. On the forest. Let's see. I don't know if you should call, if I should call you Base or Cringe for using naming. No, you should call me Base, for sure. She's gonna be one of the best units in this run. Just wait and see. Okay, can we plop him down? No, we can't quite. So 12 damage. It'll be 12 after weapon triangle, so it'll be 6 times 3. Well, it'll be 12 after weapon triangle plus force, so it'll be 6 times 3, and he won't die as a result. And that's all that I'm after here. Okay, ordinarily what I like to do is fly Vanessa over here, put her down here with the javelin, but guess what you can't do? At least, I mean, I guess I could. It just wouldn't be so, free, as it usually is. Okay, so, still gonna do this part where you attack this guy with him, and then maybe still do this, as long as she survives. Obviously she won't, because crit. To those do not like it. Yeah, the stream. Okay, understandable. At least I hope F will never use Rebecca. I mean, you never know. You never know. Rebecca isn't without her uses at times. Okay, so I guess what I'm gonna do instead is use Vanessa, do this. I'm gonna block off Ross, and then I will block off Garcia with a, I don't know. I probably want to get the sword rank, as I was talking about. And we'll do this. How far can you go? Okay. Looks good to me. You can attack to there. That's not in Orson support range. Yeah, immediately, like, this entirely changes my outlook on the whole thing. The Lightning Tome will have extra crit because it comes with a little bit to begin with. Obviously don't want Ardor to die. I guess we'll just grab this with him. This bow girl hate is unreal, y'all need to chill. True. These guys don't have any taste. Got him. Nah, that's fine. Well, I think that they should respect bow girls a little bit more, but even so. Bow girls are better than femmerms. I don't know about it. I do like me some, Marissa. And in this game, she has the Ice Affinity, which will make her... Ooh, Vanessa, are you gonna die? I don't make the rules. GBA archers are bad. Well, I make the rules, and I say that they're good. Let's watch and see. Vanessa could die. Vanessa could straight die. Okay, no crit. Very good. Ooh, she did get hit, though. Same as GBA Merms. Larce and Mia were mistakes. Understandable. Those ones are kind of rough. If I don't see at least one unit die to a wall in this run, I will be very sad. Well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Prove Will can become a monster. You did prove that, actually. Like, that's fact now. You've proven it to me. Will can become very good, no doubt about that. Oh boy. Let's see how this goes. Okay. I see a very clear kill for Orson. Obviously, he takes more damage from these guys. But even so, it's worthwhile to me to get this guy out of the way. Moguls and anything that can attack res are very scary. A lot of the time I run across the issue of my units not having superb res. Okay, so do I want this kill on Nami? I probably do. I'm probably going to try to give every kill that I can to Nami. Is the Devil Axe changed at all or no? Devil Axe has extra crit, as every weapon in the game does, but otherwise it's the same. It will be effectively just itself still. More crit, of course, meaning that it will kill you if you know, it'll kill you more actively, I guess I will say, if you have a crit with it. Imagine using FE7 bow user, not named Guides. Completely agree. Completely agree. I actually do. Guides is the best unit that I've ever encountered in FE7. Wrath. Yeah, Wrath with the Brave Bow is an option. I think that FE7 heavily suffers from not having 3 times effectiveness. And as a result, sort of tapers off in a poor way. Or archers sort of taper off in a very poor way. Let's see. If I get crits, I'm still fine, so this is fine. Louise. Louise is pretty good. Regardless of 2 times effectiveness on that game, or in that game. Will die on the hill that Lynn and Elliowood are actually good units. Well, if that's the case, you will enjoy my past run of this game, the FE7 Ironman Plus. Or past run of that game, that is to say. Okay, so don't want Erica, or Monica rather, in range. She's also not healed up. Orson will take these guys out, do this. Leave these 2 in support range. do still want to try to get kills for Colm, as I said. But I guess we'll see how that goes. Louise is okay, but that's not a big milestone, true. She is very much in the okay category. Not going to grab that support right now. It's a good one, but I don't know how relevant Colm is going to be, especially considering that we went the pirate route with Ross. And as such, we're only going to have the one Ocean Seal, so we can't promote both of them. Server. Lyn is bad. Well, nah, I disagree. I think Lyn, well, bad. So, the thing with Lyn is that she's bad in comparison to everybody else, and I guess as such that makes her bad. But I think she has her role, and it's very worthwhile, especially when it comes to 3 times effectiveness on weapons, as the game was intended to play. Lyn's only problem is she's very squishy, but her damage output is fine. Yeah, it is fine. The only place I see her doing horrible damage are against armored units and late game bosses. That's fair. But Lockton gets bows. Yeah. As I was saying, I think that since the game was intended to be played with 3 times effectiveness, if you use 3 times effectiveness, Lyn is actually really good. I think she's really, really good in that capacity. But obviously, in the cursed North American and otherwise worldwide release, she's very bad. Make Lyn good again by giving us 3 times effectiveness in FE7. FE7's ooh, good crit. I'm really glad that happened, actually. FE7 having 2 times effectiveness really ruined the entire balance of the entire game, and it's unforgivable, and that's why I don't like FE7 that much. Okay, so does Garcia double with the Steel Axe still? Yes, he does. These guys only have 2 speed after all, and he only loses 3. I think they actually lose speed to their claws. These have like 8 weight or something like that. Bet Effie would plus 10 Namie if she gets in Heroes. If she's 4-star, then yes, I will. But if she is 5-star exclusive, then I definitely won't. Garcia would die if I did this. I think she's one of the worst units of the game, probably like 7th to the bottom. The game is easy enough that she's viable. Yep, I would completely agree, actually. To be honest, I feel like that's exactly right. I feel like people say Lyn bad because it's funny to say Lyn bad. She is bad, of course, but there's no nuance behind just saying X character bad. And generally, I think people just want to agree with what everyone else says, and don't want to inform their own opinions, which makes me the big sad. Okay, so obviously if Ross takes damage from both of these, he'll be fine as long as he doesn't get crits once. If he gets crit once, he dies, but he has enough avoid that I'm fine with this. Lyn will always get 2 hit KO'd in general, and Hector Hard mode is not nice to her without Lyn mode. That's true. It's very much not. Okay, so you don't die to a crit, and you can't be attacked by anybody else from that point, so we'll do this. Maybe even use the Iron Lance. No, we'll use Slim just in case we do get a crit. Best map of all time, Genesis. No. Very bad. Very, very bad. Genesis bad. Everything about Genesis bad. FE7 has some pretty horrible map design, if I may say. Which is a problem that FE8 does not suffer from, I will say, in my very humble opinion. I think that the map design in FE8 is among the best in all of Fire Emblem. Completely 100% stand by that statement, and I will not retract it in any way, shape, or form. I feel like FE8 has absolutely stellar map design with only a few maps that fall short of the mark. They are very limited in that capacity, whereas with FE7, you have garbage from Lyn mode up to about chapter whichever one Kaelin is. Then you have good from Kaelin to Dragon's Gate, and then everything else is garbage, once again, with a few exceptions here and there. There are a couple maps that are still fine. That's what I think. People will always say Cog of Destiny is garbage, but you never struggle with that map. Let's see, Cog of Destiny, that's the one with whichever of the Lloyd brothers survived and is upon the throne now. I have many issues with that chapter. I have a couple of strategies Battle Before Dawn. It involves your preference in units. Effie is channeling his inner General Bonsai with all this FE7 dissing. I don't know who that is, but I will happily, very happily, tell you that FE7 is garbage any day of the week. Very happily. It is. It's factual. And my statement is true. Okay, we're still fine here since she dodged. We'll kill this one with Garcia, probably. Steel Axe. Ooh, doubles with the Steel Axe. Nice. Alright, let's get him. Ooh, crits. Yeah, Critsia. There we go. Always love to see it. Cog of Destiny with Lloyd is harder. I've only gotten Linus. I always get it with Lloyd because I go for Guides every single time. Me, being an FE7 fan. I mean, honestly, if you like the game, that's perfectly fair. It's completely understandable. As long as you're having fun, that's the most important part of Fire Emblem to me. Regardless of which games you enjoy and however you enjoy them, as long as you're having fun, that's exactly what's the most important part. FE7 is fun until you get through Dread Isle the first time. Yeah, that's how I feel about it, exactly. Okay, Calm could survive this. I'm gonna send Orson this way, and perhaps put Monica on a forest and let her soak up some experience. I'm gonna turn off Molder's animations. They're nice, I love Molder, much as the next guy, but healing animations take way too long. FE7, yeah, FE7's... yeah, FE7 good until FE7 bad, that's basically how I feel about it. Very nuanced approach, I will say. Okay, so I do want to steal that vulnerary that's on the fetid claw guy in the back. Okay, good thing he didn't get crit there. FE6, 8, 7, pretty free. Yeah, perfectly understandable. FE6 is a pretty stellar game. It's in my top 3 for a very solid reason. FE8 is obviously my favorite, but I completely understand why FE6 is favored above it, generally speaking. It is a very solid game. There's really no aspect about it. Well, there are some aspects that I absolutely disagree with in terms of how it's balanced compared to the other games. But generally speaking, it's a very, very solid game. Very solid game. I cannot believe for a point that FE3 Houses was in my top 3. I enjoyed it, I sure did. I enjoyed it whenever I first played it. I played like 700 or 800 hours of it, and I had my fun with it, no doubt about that. But boy, if I don't enjoy it these days. Alright, if you don't crit here, then Ardor gets the kill. I'm fine with this. Let's see, Battle Before Dawn is just so unfun. Jafar only has one weapon, yeah. Paladin, bolting, yeah. There's a lot of issues with that chapter for sure, in addition to it being a Fog of War map. I find it to be a pretty easy map, generally speaking, I just don't enjoy it. When I first played through 3 Houses, thought you might have liked it more than Radiant Dawn, yeah. At this point, it's just like, well, I'm suffering for exactly no reason. I'm taking way too long to do everything, and there's no good cause for it. Okay, I'm gonna try to give some kills to Monica. I should have rescued somebody with Orson, so he didn't... well, no, he would have doubled regardless, because monsters are slow. Okay, and we'll send Ross this way, have him get healed. Top 3 is still 10, 12, and 6. That's fair. 12 is a really solid game. My only issue with 12 is that it takes away weapon weights as a whole. That is the only, like, flaw that I find with that game. There are obviously some maps I don't enjoy too, but generally speaking, I think it's a very solid game. Ah, shoot. Okay, so this could easily result in Ardor's death, and Ardor's pretty vital units. And if I do let this monster attack, then he goes for Nami. Does she have more luck? I mean, yes, but like, is it enough that it's worth the risk? I will say that Nami is the unit that I require more than Ardor. We're just gonna have to hope that no crit occurs. Haven't played many FE games, so top 3 are 16. Okay, good, no crits. 16, 8, and 7. Let's see, 16 is 3 Houses, that's fair. I do think 3 Houses does a lot of things very well. I think it's pretty killer with the story and world building, with some very obvious down points in the story and the world building. But I think it does a pretty good job with the game. Well, it does good with everything until you've played it a bunch of times, and then you stop enjoying it as much, in my experience. If we're only on top 3s, guess yours are 5, 8, and 2 hot takes here, you know. Thracia is a very fair game to have as a favorite. I'm glad to see FE8 there, of course, and Gaiden. Very interesting pick. You don't see it often. That much is for sure. I don't see 16 or 8 moving unless Radiant Dawn is just goated beyond belief. Yeah, that's fair. 8 and 2 makes a lot of sense together. Yeah, it does. Which is, you know, weird coming from me because, obviously, Gaiden is my least favorite Fire Emblem, and Shadows of Valentia is not one that I enjoyed enough to even finish, so. But, you know, ultimately, down to preference. As long as you're having fun. That's the best part. Issues that I find with Radiant Dawn are just generally that I don't enjoy how the game flows. I feel like some units are way too strong for no reason. Well, apart from, like, story reason, I don't feel like they're good to you in gameplay for, you know, having such strong units. The units that are strong are really strong, the units that are weak are really weak. But I mean, obviously the story is pretty up there. It obviously is part of Tellius as well. Tellius being as beloved as it is, Does make sense. Okay. I do want to get loot here. Very much want to get loot here. I guess I can, as long as I do it like this. I want to heal Vanessa first. Har is just flying Jesus. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much exists, and then everything else stops existing. That's how Har works. Let's see. I think Naomi can get that kill if I can get a lucky crit with her. Okay. We'll go right here. Shoot. And hope for a crit, and if not, then Monica gets the kill. Or if I can reach the Ardor, but I don't think I can reach with Ardor. Okay, yeah. So then Monica gets the kill, and that works out for me. I feel like the nobles are there, but only really Naesala feels necessary. Interesting. I've never seen that be the case, Naesala being necessary. Naesala is the unit that well, at that point in the game, I stopped kind of caring, if I'm being honest. Like, I didn't really care about Act 4 at all. I got there, and I was like, yeah. And that was my reaction to it. And then I lost my save file, and as such, that's kind of where my story ends. I need to go back and finish it one day. But, I don't really feel that desire to, if that makes sense. Okay, so Vanessa dies to that guy if he crits. I do need to kind of not be so finicky with Vanessa, because, like, obviously she has to get experience if I'm going to use her. Micaiah's army did need help. There's no doubt about that. It was suffering extensively. Yeah, we don't want him to be there, so we'll heal up. Act 4 is just stuff to get through. Yeah, that's pretty much how I felt about it. I loved Part 3. Part 3 was some of my favorite Fire Emblem the first time I experienced it. Part 3 was so much fun. I couldn't really be bothered to care about Part 2 that much. I enjoyed that Kieran and the general crew were there, because those were some of my favorite units from the prior game. I'm actually going to trade the Steel Axe over to Ross here so that we can get that kill with somebody else, probably Ardor. Yeah. I enjoyed the heck out of Part 3. Part 2, it got me hyped, that's for sure. Having Har, having Alencia, basically just there to mow through things. A lot of fun. Didn't enjoy Part 1 at all, still don't enjoy Part 1. Part 1 is worse than Lin mode, in my opinion. I hate playing Part 1. Plenty of people just say, heck, it's Har solo to Barn solo, Ike solo. That's understandable. I think it's a solid enough game that I will go back and revisit it one day, but it's going to be a spicy minute before that's the case. Okay, so I don't recall what Lute's luck is out the gates. I need to be a little bit careful, but I'm gonna recruit her now. ... Okay, we're gonna go, let's see, she can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're in Project Protect Lute right now. Let's see, what's her luck again? It's actually not that bad. Her rate of death is not through the roof exactly, just if she gets hit by 2, she dies. Okay, so we're gonna have Orson go down there to help. Very nice. And then we will begin with the support inning. We will be supporting a lot of people. And it will be a very good time. Once we have them all supported up, of course. This is assuming that Vanessa doesn't die right here. Okay, cool. Let's see, a crit would be a little bit weird. A little bit of a weird champ moment, Vanessa. I mean, I'm fine with it, I guess, but even so. Okay. Next chapter is where things get interesting, because next chapter I actually have issues with. Sometimes I even die in vanilla. Yeah, I need to turn on her animations, but Luta's going to be a very strong unit in this playthrough. One of the best, if I may say. Even regardless of her level ups, really. If that can be believed. Take the drop. And now we will be doing the support parts. I will show you my support pentagon, and you will bask in its glory. Who does Vanessa plan on supporting? I'm probably going to pair her with Mulder for now. Probably just going to throw their supports together, because, to be honest, both units are units that I would like to use, as long as I can possibly use them, and they're both in need of some luck and general support. Actually, let's see, does Anima give Crit Avoid? It does, actually, so they're both going to get full Crit Avoid from this. Don't forget to like the stream. Yeah, double Anima is super good. They're both going to get 2 defense. Well, they're going to get double attack, double Crit Avoid, and double defense, so good for both of them. Excuse me, just about sneezed there. That would have been less than ideal. Okay, so Ross and Garcia can already support. That's good. Yerg. I also have something very funny to show you here. But I'll let you know when it's time. Colm is going to go without the naming support for now. Garcia, Ardor, Loot. Okay, works for me. Attack, avoid, yeah, all of that. Loots. Okay, that's the sports. Those are the sports for you. Alright. It's going to take us a little while, and we're also going to build them in advance for the next chapter too. That way we can pop them immediately. So we're going to be here for a hot minute, that's for sure. Let's see, the support for, well, Garcia's going to be capped out next chapter. Which is fine. Yeah, Garcia's going to be capped out next chapter, and as such, he's going to be walking around with 25 crits. His only major downfall is that he won't have crit avoid, but everyone else around him will have some crit avoid from the combination of Loot and Ardor. I'm going to actually just bring this down here so that it doesn't go back and forth. Okay, supports. Very good. Supports. Very good. No support yet. No support yet. Do. We're almost through it. And then once we're through it... Oh yeah, I want to show you this one. Okay, hold on. This is important. Hold on. Hold on. This is important. This is important. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. This is important. We're gonna go frame by frame until I get what I want. This is important. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm telling you. As soon as it happens. Come on. Just do it. Please. Just do it. This is important. We need this. We need this. I usually do this with Erica anyway. Oh yeah. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, there it is. Giving him the eyes. I'm screenshotting that for sure. Okay, now that you've seen this in all of its glory, we'll just unpause the game. That was important. I'm telling you right now that it was important. You need to understand how important that was. If you don't, we're in trouble. Please, tell me you understand. Okay. We'll grab these remaining few supports. The Loot and the Ross one is the one that takes the longest usually. But without support grinding, I find that you can have it by the mid-game pretty reliably. The Garcia and Namie, yeah, you understand. See, he understands. That's why you're mod. You understand. That's yeah, understandable. Okay. Hey you. Okay, so I don't know how much time we actually have to. We'll just go to turn 100 because like lol. Also we're going to. Let's see. I could give Namie. I could give Namie the A supports with Garcia instead with Ross this time. Who needs it more? Who needs to support more between Ross and Namie? Honestly, could we go for the Namie Garcia A support this time? I usually go for the Ross Garcia one because it's the fastest, but I mean, we could go for it. It would give Namie the most attack, crits. It really doesn't affect Garcia in any way, like it literally affects him in no way. And it gives Ross a little bit less attack and a little bit less crits. But as a Berserker, that's kind of cool. Like 15 crit, plus 10 from weapons, plus, what, like 15 from his father. So that would be like 40 crit, just kind of sitting there. A little bit more because of Loot, but like, not as much as, like, she doesn't give any crit. I think we'll go for the Garcia and Namie one this time. Don't ordinarily go for it, since we're going to turn 100 anyway on the supporting. Alrighty. We just need to make sure that Garcia, or that Loot and Ross get their support up, really. And then we'll be good to go. The Loot Ross support is huge. Also, you guys can probably support by now. Vanessa, how are you holding up? Very well, Father Mulder. Very well indeed. Now that you give each other crit avoids, you're going to be a lot more reliable. Okay. I swear this won't take that long, but we're doing this just as we did in the FP7 run. We have to have some support grinding, otherwise we're going to find ourselves in very heavy danger. Because the enemies at a later point in the game become very difficult to deal with if you don't have some manner of crit avoid. What turn are we on? Status, 5 more. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, cool. Okay, we're gonna try to give this kill to probably Orson. I feel like he benefits from it in a spectacular way since it gives 100%. 100% experience, that is, and then beyond that, it doesn't really matter that much. I think she is now safe to do this, so we're gonna go for this and just like let her have some fun. Imagine if she gets crit immediately and then dies as a result. That'd be the big sad, wouldn't it? Oof, okay, she won't die. But she has, more defense now, so that's a result of the support, you know, she won't die because of that now. Okay, I would like to use all of the Pegasus sisters. Well, they're not all sisters in this game, but because Tana's not related. We'll go ahead and heal up, and then up. Then we'll go for, yeah, go for this. She'll get that kill. We do want to train all of the Pegasi, because, triangle attack. Who needs 10% crit when you have 100% crits? Famous last words. Well, I don't know if they're last words. We'll see how far we get. Okay, there you go. We will rescue, drop your daughter down in, or daughter, your wife down in range, and then be good to go. Perfect. Take and drop. Bop. Orson's supports gives crit avoid, hits. Seth's would have given attack and defense, so his is better, even still. But I mean, can't really go wrong with this one. He gets a little bit of attack. Hey, good to see you, Brennan Chavain. Hope I said that right. Good to see you. Hope you have fun this stream. I'm certainly having a great time. Let's see, what's he gonna get? Ooh, meaty level up. Very meaty level up. Leveling up a lot better than my Seth does ordinarily, to be honest. They've killed all the monsters. Yes, Orson and Monica. They have indeed killed all of the monsters. Do. Love that. Okay. We'll probably go one more chapter tonight. I do love getting through the early game. And I will certainly leave Ephraim's chapter for the next time if I can at all help it. Because that one's the one wherein things take a while. That's probably my one of my least favorite chapters in this game. But I do love most. Saw the link on Mecha's Keep and it looked interesting. Well, I'm glad to see him. It certainly has been interesting. We put ourselves in a lot of scenarios that do not take place in FE8 ordinarily. From the extra crits to the devil weapons, the devil hand axes and javelins. Yeah, they certainly restrict our play quite a bit, but they're still not impossible to use. We can still make use of them if we're very careful. Okay, so I do usually drop off Molder for this chapter because Natasha's required. And that should be good. Took La Rochelle 100 turns to get down that hill. You have a good point, it really did. Okay, we'll bring back Molder after this chapter, but for now, Natasha is going to be here as our healer because, you know, forced and whatnot. Did end up getting that vulnerary with Calm. Hey, the best unit in FE8, nice. I'm glad you enjoy Natasha, if that's the case. Oh, Joshua, yeah. You know what, Joshua's gonna be a threat, for sure. Well, he's not here on the map right now, but he does end up with the 40% crit on the killing edge. And it is a very monstrous weapon, as we have experienced in the prior runs of this sort of game. Well, whatever it may be. Okay, you guys will support right away. Is there a reason you aren't using Franz? Mainly just because I don't like him as much as I like these other units. These 5 right here have a support pentagon. Orson and Monica, like Monica being Erica, is obviously Force. Orson's our Paladin. And then Vanessa I like to just have for this map. I feel like she's pretty useful. Franz is fun. We'll probably end up using Franz if someone dies. Like, he'll be my first target if somebody dies. But currently, he's pretty easily one of the freer bench choices for me. He could support with Orson, he could, and then they would have a grand time that way, I'm sure. Alright, here's the Dragon Shield. And a Dancer, which we will not be getting for quite some time. But Dragon Shield, to be sure. I don't know who I'm going to give that to right away. Probably going to be Garcia, if I'm being honest. I do like to give it to him, because he's one of my frontline units almost 100% of the time. Okay, so we're going to go... let's see, Monica with the Orson support at A rank, because they're going to have A rank now. They're going to have no crit against each other, or that guy's going to have no crit on her anymore. So we'll do this, place her here, and then she is just suddenly safe. Perfect. Just as intended. Make sure to screenshot this screen right here. Because, yeah, you really do love Ross and Arter. Well, that's good. I love them too. They're going to be very useful in this run for sure. We'll go ahead and get these guys their support up. Are you tired, Arter? We'll also be using loot for sure. We'll get these guys their support up. Hey, Mage Lady. I mean, let's see. Loots. Yeah, it is loots. And then we'll get these two their supports. Very nice. Naomi, it's an honor to speak with you again. Do we want to go for this, though? Something I had in mind for Naomi was that I was going to perhaps give her support with a unit later on. Who does Ross support with later on that I might be able to give him a C support with? Is there anybody that we use that you would have a C support with? I'm actually going to look this up because I want to be sure. Ross, Fire Emblem. Yeah, so sorry for the audio cut for a moment here as I look this up to make sure that there's nobody that I want to use who has a C support with Ross. Let's see, because, let's see, so there's, okay, either way, I'm fine with this outcome. The unit that I have in mind very well could have, yeah, Amelia, yeah, you kind of caught me there, you got me, it's true. They might end up seeing that C support. Amy, I'm sorry, I'm gonna read this one because I don't read it that often. Amy, I'm sorry if I startled you the other day. Huh? Oh, you mean when you were preparing yourself for the battle? No, I was just surprised by your enthusiasm for this war. I used to be like this all the time. I was always preoccupied with battles to the point of neglecting my family. And now here I am, back on the battlefield. I'm sure my wife is somewhere sighing. Oh no, Sir Garcia. I'm sure your wife understood how you felt. I think it's hard to understand when you're not a soldier. In times like this, you have to fight to stay alive. You lost family too, didn't you? Yes, but I can't keep crying. I have to be strong and keep going. Amy, you quit the army and lived in a mountain village with Ross because Renee was not at war, didn't you? Yes. You don't seem to be the type of person who enjoys fighting for its own sake. I think you know the emptiness and pain of war more than anyone else. I can see that just by looking at you. Sorry if I'm being presumptuous. No, Naomi, thank you. You're very perceptive. You'll make some lucky guy very happy someday. This is kind of embarrassing. Don't be embarrassed. Oh, by the way, please take this. Oh, what is it? This hair comb is lovely. I bought this for my wife when I was still in the Renee army. But I never had the chance to give it to her. Sir Garcia, I buried her with some of the things I brought back. I don't know why, but I couldn't bring myself to bury this, though. I don't need it. What would I do with it? You'd make better use of it. It'll give you a reason to keep using that mirror of yours, too. Sir Garcia, this is too much, thank you. I'll take good care of it. Man, I love those two. For some reason, I always wondered what Garcia would look like with no facial hair. Well then, that's a very opposite note to end that on. But no, there's a sprite out there with Garcia having no facial hair. I actually might have it in my folder somewhere, so I could perhaps show it off on stream at later points. Hey, nice. Orson will be giving his wife full crits as a result of the affinity change from Seth. Look at this, now's our chance. Alrighty. Okay, so how I usually like to do this part is to drop Vanessa right here, then hopefully grab some stuff with her on the next turn. I want to have somebody who doesn't face crit rate from these guys, so if anyone has a 13%... Yeah, so Ross can stand here pretty safely. I think we'll go for that. Ross can stand here. Go right with the Iron Axe. We'll have Naomi shoot at this guy, and if he can't get the if she can't get the kill, very nice crits. 25 crit on this woman. Isn't it magnificent? She'll have a little bit more with Ardor in range. We didn't have him there right at this moment. Okay, we'll go for this one. I think one of these guys will then attack Garcia. If I go right here, he'll be in... Well, he won't actually be in support range to the extent that he'll, you know, avoid crits and whatnot. Which is something to worry about. I'm actually going to give this kill to Loot instead. We can pick her up and then drop her with Natasha. And that works out just fine. Natasha is actually able to pick up Loot, and that's kind of a weird feeling, I will say. Okay, we'll go like this, and then, we don't want to drop her. Let's see, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then attack to here. So we don't want to drop her in the forest. We'll just drop her right there. Take and drop. Perfecto. Alright, Garcia, let's see that 35% crit rate, just kind of casually. Yeah, he could still die for sure. I'm going to give him every goddess icon I run into. They're all going to be very valuable items for sure. He's going to make fantastic use of them without a doubt. He's the only one who doesn't get crit avoid from his supports. And as such, I'm going to have to be a little bit careful with him until I get goddess icons or until his, you know, decent luck growth kicks into effect. Okay, Ardor, you can attempt to get the kill. If not, then Loot will be getting it. And then we'll see how it goes from there. I do need to make a very strong effort to keep Ardor and Loot, like, very relevant. Ardor, Loot, and Naomi are some of the hardest to give experience to, in my experience. But if I can get them going, I will be very happy for sure. Because they're some of the strongest units in the game when it comes down to the support pentagon that I have. Okay, very nice. Now, ordinarily what I like to do is have my Seth run up here into this village and kill this archer with a javelin. However, in this run, he would very obviously die if I tried that. Well, it's not impossible for him to live. It's still... Actually, I didn't even equip him with one, so we'll do one of these, I do believe. Please hit and don't get crit if you miss. Okay, cool. Very good crits. Yeah, Garcia, from this point forward, can never use a hand axe again. Never again. Because he will crit and kill himself, 100%. Wow, he got speed and luck? Garcia got speed? That's a 20% growth. I love this. I'm very happy with this. Okay, so... Well, from here, obviously, Vanessa's gonna get shot. So we'll move her here. Can't just stand there with a hand axe equipped. Archers have become very good in this setting. No doubt about it. I'm probably just gonna stand... Well, if I stand one space up, what kind of damage... We can use hand axe to see what kind of damage we're taking. 7. And then 18... 7 plus 12 would be 19, so he won't die to the combination of all of those units. I guess I'll leave him with the hatchet equipped, because it still allows him to retaliate. The archer won't kill her, because she has all the crit avoid in the world now. We're gonna get these two. Let's see, these guys are capped, these guys are capped. We're gonna get... Let's see, honestly we could go for the Loots and Ross A supports, but I mean, I'm gonna go with the Ardor and Namie, or Ardor and Loot one. I think. Okay, we're gonna do this. Put her here. We'll have her back here, as long as she can't be attacked. She can be from there. Okay. Archers are terrifying, no doubt about it. You have to either dodge them or not get crits, and that's a scary proposition. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Hatchet's still good. Hatchet's still very good. I might actually end up permanent it like someone suggested earlier. It's a very valuable weapon. Just the ability to do 1-2 range at this point in the game is huge. It's obviously weaker. It's obviously weaker than a hand axe, but I mean, it doesn't kill you. I'm sure that a point will come where I'll have to use... What about short axes / tomahawks? Tomahawks are perfectly safe. I figured that short spears, regular spears, and tomahawks might as well just not have the crit bonus in effect, because if they do, then I will have no 1-2 range for the whole game, more or less. So I have to make very smart use of my tomahawks, short spears, and regular spears. Okay, so I want to try to give this kill to Loot. Maybe I'll have to give it to Ardor instead. Let's see. Maybe I'll have to give it to Ross with a... I'm gonna kill this guy with Orson, I think. Well... I actually want Orson to be a little bit closer to the action, so I'll kill this guy with Ross. That works out. I want Orson to take out that, that fighter on the next turn. But staying out of Joshua's range, so right here. There we go. I wonder if we can manage the kill. Ooh, she would die, but I mean, if I heal her, then that's okay. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and heal her, I guess. And then I'll probably end up rescue dropping in a way. Let's see. I'm hoping for the crit here, obviously. That'd be fantastic. If not, then the kill goes to Ardor. And then we're okay. That'll work out just fine. I'll try to kill the fighter with Namie. Perfect. 31 crit on this lady. 31 crit with an iron bow. That's a good feel. Okay, and that should be a hopefully good level up. I want power, or strength, that is. Okay, speed and luck. Very good levels. Very good stats, that is to say. Vanessa is our fail-safe if it really comes down to it, but Ardor has 100% hit, and as such, I'll even attack from this space. Let's see. I'm gonna drop Vanessa, or I'm gonna drop Natasha in a way that she can recruit Joshua on the next turn, and then we should be good to go. Actually, I don't know if I'm able to, because of this guy's range. Well, either way, we can drop her closer, so it takes less time even still. Let's see, will she die to this? What's her luck like? She does have 6 luck. I don't think she ordinarily dies to this guy, but obviously in this run... Okay, so she won't die. But obviously if I drop her now and then she does get hits, it's pretty bad. If I drop her here, then she could recruit him on the next turn, and that would be nice. 13 crits versus her 6 luck means a 7% chance to die upon a hit. And if I don't drop her now, it's still going to take 2 turns either way, so I'm just going to stick with this, what I've got. No need to risk Natasha. You know what, never mind, I'm going to risk Natasha. But I am going to trade away the Mend and the Elixir first. Even this, really. Good luck, Natasha. I want a chance at I want a chance at him faster. Okay, cool. Yeah. Calculated, except for the part where she could have gotten crits. Very scary. Okay, are you gonna crit? I would love it. I would be very happy. Okay, Luke can have a chance. She can have her chance another day, except for the day is today. Come on, crits, please, please, please. Ah, okay, then it goes to Monica. Monica will, make good use of the experience too. Actually, I could do it like this. I could do it like this. Yeah. Oh wait, I rescued the wrong person. Well then. I guess I'm doing this then. I rescued the complete wrong person. I mean, I guess I could still rescue. But I... Well, let's see if you crit here. I guess Orson has to go this way now. That's pretty much my only out. Can't have Loot die just like that. If she was healed, then I would have allowed her to stand there for one attack, but obviously she's not, so it would have been a very big death. Guess we can do a hand axe, or a hatchet rather. Can you do enough damage though? Not quite. Ooh. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if we stand here, then he attacks there, so this is fine. Just so that we are clear on this, Joshua will never attack Natasha. Please crits. Not necessary at this point anymore, but I would love it still. Natasha creates a wall for us. Can Garcia get this? Not quite. I mean, I guess he could with this, and then even more so if we stand here. Actually, that works. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah, Garcia is safe here. He can't be attacked by Joshua. Perfect. Who are you holding? I always found it weird that Joshua said he wouldn't attack women, but then he'll attack Erica. That sort of got me as a kid. It got me for sure once, I recall. Okay. So from here, talk. You're that man I met, and now he's recruited. Here's Joshua. Killing Edge, 40% crit on this thing, 46 crits on him. He could start immediately killing these guys. That said, I don't know if I want to use him. I guess I'll leave that to you guys. You can let me know how you feel about that. It's either going to be him or Marissa, I think. And for obvious reason, Joshua's, you know, he's earlier. He has a good affinity with the wind affinity, because it gives crit avoid, gives him attack, gives him crits. But, you know, I don't know if I want to use him. It's certainly hard to say. Okay. Rescue Natasha out. Take and drop. Well, I think I just dropped her right back into range. Oh, no, she's safe. Okay, we're almost through. And then we'll send these guys probably up that way, actually. They don't face crit rate anymore, so they can help each other out. Loot is obviously injured, but we can heal her with Vulnerary. We have so many of them, it's not a big deal if we have to use some. Ordinarily by this point, you know, I'm using hand axes and stuff, and I've started to get on the low side of gold. But since I'm not using them as much in this run, I have more gold. Usually I would sell the elixir that you get in the earlier portion of the game, because I find it to be perhaps a little bit overkill for what you need, and it's good gold at the time. I feel like Loot is going to have an easier time of getting kills, so we're going to give this one to Ardor. Let's see how this goes. And then once we're done with this portion, I will send Vanessa up top, and she'll probably take care of that mercenary. 14 damage, though. Kind of big. Kind of big, that's for sure. Can't quite stand in range of him yet. bring Ross around this side. Well, we'll bring him up this way so that his team up here has an easier time. A crit would kill. Dang, I was hopeful. I was hopeful for sure. Okay, well, in that case, Orson kills one. Actually, maybe Monica can kill one, if we're lucky. No, she actually doesn't have the speed to double. Let's see. Would be very nice to get a kill with one of them. Well, this works. That does certainly work, so we'll go for that. Ooh, risky. Steel Axe is scary because it has lower hit rates than most weapons. Okay, come on, get speed again. I would love it. Come on, Garcia. Come on, come on. Nah, only strength, but I'm fine with this. It's a very low chance for him to get the speed that I so desire. Well, what I might do is kill this one with Joshua. We can see that killing edge in action. Whoops, I need to turn on his animation. But we saw the killing edge in action. That way I can manage a different rat with these guys. Can take and drop Mr. Ross right into range. Take and drop. Just in case he needs healing, I left the spot open, but he doesn't. Very nice. I guess I'll just leave this village to Natasha. You get all the villages in this map, then you get a guiding ring at the end, and I would love to have that for sure. Comes in very handy whenever you're using loots and ardor, as I am. He'll double this one free and get the kill. Nice crits, very good. That fire affinity coming in handy for sure. He'll have less crit than he usually does as a result of not having the A support with Garcia. Luck. I mean, now that he has 10 luck, he perfectly mitigates the crit rates of all weapons. Now it's just down to whatever skill they have being, you know, since crit rate is crit rate is skill divided by 2. But obviously, this run, there's different connotations there. Probably just gonna give this one to Orson, really. Maybe it'll go to Monica, as long as she can survive a hit. 19 damage, she doesn't have crit rate against her, so we'll go... we'll give her a little bit more crit. Yeah, that works out. Once we're through that one, it's all good. Now that she's, you know, safe and stuff, it's kinda nice. Don't have to worry as much. Not gonna heal with Natasha where at all possible. Saving the uses on the various weapons is nice. Go ahead and heal up Ardor. Now that these two no longer face crit rates, it's very nice. Yep, that works out for me. Whichever one he feels like attacking is fine. Risky. Not doing that, though. We'll put her here, and then she'll grab this village and fly up one space. She's totally safe at that point. And we'll let Joshua get the Armor Slayer village. We won't be needing it right now, but it'll come in handy. For sure. Kinda hard to go wrong with effective weaponry, especially when the extra crit rate's a thing. Let's see. Brigands. Brigands abound. Okay, I would love a crit here. I would love 2 of them to be precise, but I mean... Oh wow, she doesn't even double. That's a shame. Hopefully we can get this kill with Ardor. He doesn't really get any crit rate from his supports. He gets it from Naomi, but she's across the map right now. Alright, let's see. Pretty bad level up, really. Let's see. What is my outs should I end up missing? Don't really have one. You can attempt a crits. Obviously, it's not likely. Ooh. Okay. Good job, Loots. Good crits. Very good crit for sure. Let's see. We'll bring him up this way. He's probably done with combat for the rest of this chapter. Grab the village. Go up one. Which is gonna be nice next chapter. Okay. I'll attempt this and hope for the crits. Actually... Well, what I'm gonna end up doing is putting Monica here and then Orson here. Or maybe I'll just do it like this, and that way it's a little bit safer. Yeah, that way I can guarantee the heal. Yeah. We'll do this. Ooh, where's the men's staff? Hopefully this heals enough. I don't know if it will, actually. Only 15. What's the most powerful? 19. That's a death. So... Alright, Ross. Alright, Garcia. One of you two is gonna have to get up there and hopefully survive. I think that, Garcia has the better odds. I thought I had the men's staff on her. It's probably in the convoy. Actually, yeah, it's probably in the convoy, which I could have broken it out and stuff. Oh, it's on Garcia. Right, I took it away from her. 13. Do you have 2 power more? Yeah, you don't. Well, obviously, Garcia's gonna have to dodge 2 crits, and that's absolutely terrifying to me. But that's my only option, unless I want, like, a straight game over. So don't get crit, I guess. Do you take 13 damage? Yeah, you do exactly. That's a shame. Here's hoping Garcia doesn't die, because he's obviously one of the best units in this entire endeavor. Can you do 14? Okay, good. Alrighty. He's not gonna have any avoid, like regular avoid from Nami and Ross now either. This needs to hit. This needs to hit. Otherwise, please, come on. Okay, cool. I should have used the hatchet there. It would have been a lot higher hit rates. Alright, Garcia, don't die on me. That puts... A Garcia death would put, like, a major wrench in my entire plans for the entire rest of the game. So let's not let that happen, please. Don't get crits, don't get crits, don't get crit, don't get crit, don't get crit, don't. Come on, don't get crits, don't get crits. Come on, you're safe, come on, don't. Okay, we're safe, we're fine, we're all good. Oh, gosh. Scary. Absolutely terrifying. My gosh. Okay, we're safe. We're all good. Gonna let Orson have a crack at this guy, and then we'll see what happens from there. Oh my gosh. I was so scared. Garcia death would be devastating. Worst thing that could happen to this run, easily. Can you get the kill? Not quite. Okay, I guess I'll just go to Orson then. Or we could, like, risk it with Vanessa, but I don't really want to. Yeah, we'll just not. Okay. Crit would be lovely, regardless of which one it is, but, yeah, no such luck there. How do I want to do this? Well, I guess I'll kill this one. And then, from her position, throw... Yeah, this is fine. You can't attack to that space, so that's fine. Alrighty. Nice crits. Would have been nice to have on a different unit, for sure. I'll throw a hatchet with Ross, then finish the job with Garcia, probably. I will have to mend him up, of course, but that is a distinct possibility now. Since he is the one holding the men's staff. But first I will be doing this. Well, yeah. Might as well. Here's hoping. He should have like 100% hit right now, since he has the support partners in range. He's getting 25 hits, crits, and avoid. As a result of everything. Whoosh. Healed. And then if he misses, then Natasha dies, but like, frankly, I'm not super concerned in that way. Yeah, it's like a 99, so like, on the super off chance that something happens, I'm gonna go for this. Yeah, 99.99 is the hit rate whenever it's a 99 chance. You'd have to roll unbelievably lucky in order to lose right there. Okay. We're almost through, surprisingly with no deaths so far, but I'm sure, without a doubt, that's going to change at later points. Because this game's gonna get hard very fast. Very fast. Unbelievably fast it's gonna get hard, because the promoted enemies are gonna be absurd. They always are. Alrighty. And then Orson. Actually, Monica might be able to finish the job for us, depending. If we heal her up, then she's only facing 1 crit at that point, but I mean, even so, that's a bit much for my purposes. Considering that she's the Lord and all. Yeah. So we'll put Garcia in the forest, and then he should be just fine, even with the steel axe, really. Wait, oh yeah, that's right, he, doesn't actually have crit avoid, but we'll still put him here. Let's see how it goes. A crit still won't kill the bosses are a little bit stronger. Yeah, nice, he gets the crits. He does indeed get the crits. Let's see, did we get the supports up the way that I wanted them? I don't think we did, actually. So we might back off and get the support between these two up to A rank. Yeah, we'll actually just do that real fast. We'll get those two to their A rank support, and then we'll call it from there. The guy's weakened now, so pretty much no need to rush. But I might actually give the kill to one of those two. Maybe to Arter. Sure. Arter can have the kill. He will get a full level off of it, really. So does Big Time Worth. back off with these two. Everyone else has their supports built already, so next stream we won't have to worry about supports or anything. Okay. And let's see. Looks like that's all we have to do, really. Get just a little bit closer with these two. Arthur's a good boy, I completely agree. Arthur's nice. I have issues giving him kills sometimes. And as such, that's why I'm more concerned about giving him the kill than Loot. Loot has this tendency to pop off and, like, kind of spiral out of control, whereas Arthur, you know, he needs a little bit of help. The main thing for him is getting him to promotion level and getting him the Bishop. Because then he has, obviously, Slayer, higher res, higher attack. You guys support yet, please? We're almost there, I'm sure. Actually, I popped the support at the start of this chapter, so they're not going to be able to until the next chapter. That said, might as well throw a few more. And we'll try like this. Yeah, there we go. Arthur kill. Most excellent. Most excellent indeed. Emperor Vigard. Glory to his majesty. Yeah. Wait, there's a mage this early? Yeah, you get... I see what you did there. Oh gosh, if you guys haven't seen Core Vampy's run, there may not be a mage in the early game. It's nice seeing Orson with his wife right here. Certainly is. Even though, like, it's obviously a custom portrait and whatnot, it feels fitting in my opinion. Alrighty. Well, with that, I believe that's going to be the end of this map. Are you perchance Lady Monica? Yes, I am. I am Orson's wife. Alright. That's chapter 5 completed. I am going to end it here. It's been about 2 hours of stream, and this next chapter has a tendency to drag on a little bit. Plus, you know, waiting in this way gives me the chance to swap swap Orson over to Seth, and then make that a thing. That could be fun. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or anything, now's the time to ask them. I've had a lot of fun this run. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and I'll go ahead and hop into the next chapter, and that way you can see Orson's stats. That way, if you want to, you can go back to the start of the stream and check his stats against Orson's, just to make sure that I made them all, you know, as they are correctly and whatnot. Coming in next time with 5x, yeah, no deaths so far. Good old Kyle, Ford, and Ephraim. Ephraim being absurd, of course. There's a good chance he dies, of course, but I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, I'm gonna end it for now. It's been a lot of fun. Let's see. Yeah, that's really it. The early game, I've done the early game so many times that, like, I kind of speed through it without thinking about stuff, but luckily this time that didn't entail any death or anything. Yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow's Thursday, so look out for another episode of Fire Emblem The Lonely Mirror. Next episode is one that I enjoyed recording quite a bit. But I'm gonna end the stream here, so till next time, I'll see you guys later.